Hello everyone, we're Giulia and Luca and we've been traveling on the Pan American for the past year.
We've left everything behind to travel in a very minimalistic setup. This was our intention, but now after a year we're here to share what we've learned, what worked well and what we definitely want to change.
Come along!
Our truck is a 2005 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. We bought him stock 5 years ago and modified everything over the years. It's a very simple setup, it's a minimalistic setup, works very well for us. We know it's not something for everyone, but this is how we've built it.
This is already our second car walkthrough and tour. We did one, you can check it out, 1.5 years ago before leaving. Spoiler, our setup has not changed much. It's still very minimalistic, but there are a few things that we want to share that we think are useful, especially after having had the experience of an entire year, a little more than that, on the road. This is not simply gonna be a walkthrough video of our Papero, our home on wheel, that's his name. In this video, we wanna focus on 3 things that turned out to be super good for us, actually surprisingly awesome, and any upgrades that we've done in these 3 themes that have made them even better, and 3 things that actually in a way didn't turn out to be as useful or cool as expected. We'll walk you through right now.
First thing which we always valued a lot while building it was size and weight. So yes, he's fairly small and also fairly lightweight. And after a year of traveling, we have met many other vehicles that are this capable off-road and still drive this comfortably on-road. There's 2 things for which it was not ready to travel through South America. First one, it's brakes. We already renewed the whole braking system before leaving. We installed stainless steel braided brake lines. But still, with all the ups and downs that you're driving through South America, through the Andes, there's lots of steep downhill parts. And there, with all the added weight that we have, we do see the brakes getting to their limits. They get pretty hot pretty quickly. So what we did was we upgraded the front brake pads with the EBC green stuff brake pads. Basically, they're meant for race cars and they can take up much more heat than a conventional brake pad. Second thing that we didn't know would be this valuable is suspension. And before leaving, we had already upgraded rear suspension, but not the front one. It does make a huge difference when you're driving with added weight because you're traveling on dirt tracks that you can find in South America with washboards or stones or other obstacles. With the setup we have right now, we easily drove many times, 120 kilometers per hour on washboard, on dirt tracks, and feels almost like on track.
The second thing that we really are happy about is actually the inner space. You wouldn't believe it, being such a minimalistic, small space to travel. Definitely nothing compared to the, big trucks with the big cabins and even a washing machine inside. None of that. We just have our little bed and a lot of places to store our stuff in a very orderly manner. So what we like about our space is, first of all, that as you can see, I can sit inside it and I can chill inside it. There's enough space to live here. Of course, this is still a vehicle where you want to be outside. It's not to live inside, and allows us to experience the exterior world more than the interior one. So we're very happy about the space. We're happy that we can be in it and chill in it, even if not for like 10 days in a row, of course. We're very happy about how organized it turned out to be. We have these upper grid where we store all of our heavy clothes. We have a lot of storage space over here where we keep clothes and the heater and even spare parts. And we have all of these pouches that you see on these grids on the sides that hold basically all of our clothes. We love the bed. It's so comfortable, and at the shoulder and head area, it's 1.4 meters wide, which makes it wider than most pop-up roofs, for example. So we can both sleep very, very comfortably in here. We love that from the seats, especially when we're in a very cold night and we don't want to get out of the Papero, we can just go to the back from here. You have nothing to move and you can just go to sleep. We really love that about how organized our inner space is despite being so small. It really works for us, and we do think that this setup can work even for long-term overlanding trips like the Panamericana trips that we're doing right now. Some of the upgrades that we did in this space are the lights. We basically just started with these fairy lights that are here intertwined in the upper grid, and they look super beautiful at night. We realized that just adding more lights just makes the vibes so much better, so much cozier. We bought these mini lantern in Chile and we're so happy with this purchase. Very nice, warm yellow light. It makes everything in the Papero just so cozy. We love it. We also got a super nice Christmas present from our friends Connor and Emer a year ago, and added these LED strip to the upper grid, and Luca installed it, and it goes all around also the lateral grids, and it just looks amazing. It's also super useful when you want to cook and it's already dark, which happens a lot once you get close to the equator. 5 p.m. sunset, anybody? Yeah. So that's very useful in that case.
Number 3, the seats. We upgraded to some old Recaros before leaving, and that's been one of the best upgrades we ever did. They're so comfortable, we spent so much time driving, and especially when driving off-road, yeah, suspension is doing lots of the work, but the seats also do some of the work in providing you more comfort, and they're amazing.
So now moving on to the things that we thought would be super key for our travels and didn't end up being so. First one of them is actually the shower system. The idea was originally to have it here on the hood so that it would warm up with the sun and with the engine heat, and then imagine it's full. Once it's warm, we put it on the roof like this. Tack. We plug in the hose, and this is our very simple shower. To be clear, it's not that we don't shower, and we still find this shower system very valuable. The thing is that throughout our trip, we found showers readily available at gas stations, at campgrounds, many times for free, or we found many natural water sources like rivers or lakes. So in the end, we didn't end up using this shower system as much as we thought. Like, I even thought we would use it every day or every few days, but we don't end up using it as much. Still, we're very happy that we have a very simple minimalistic system that takes up almost zero space, and that we can, at the end of the day, use. We've used this sometimes. We can, at the end of the day, use for when we need it, and that we don't have any complicated heating or electric pumping shower system like other travelers do. We understand that this is a matter of personal preference, but most of the travelers that we've met along our journey, even those that have very fancy showers, have told us that they ended up using their showers way less than they thought they would.
The kitchen. This is where we definitely went too minimalistic. It's been fine when we were just doing a couple of weeks of holidays in Europe, but it's definitely not enough if you're traveling full time. We personally just love cooking, but this is just too little. We keep everything in here, and everything is accessible even from the inside, which we always valued a lot, and yeah, we still do. So we still would build it this way, but we definitely want to upgrade these in the near future. We just have a couple pots and they're fairly small, and what we hate the most is cooking every day, at least twice a day, on these two little flimsy and unstable hiking cookers. Just very annoying. If you do it day after day, week after week, month after month, it gets very annoying. we love cooking, and we notice how we really enjoy it when we get hosted by someone and we can use their real kitchen in their home, and then we really enjoy it. While here, many times we just don't really want to cook anything, and then we end up skipping meals, honestly, in the end, and lost too much weight. So we will upgrade this very soon. We'll upgrade very soon to a double burner stove that will keep under the bed and just take it out when we need. We'll of course keep one of the smaller ones, as it's very easy in the morning to take it out and quickly make a coffee, and we don't want to take out a big stove. We definitely want something that's more stable and something that allows us to cook with both a pan and a pot at the same time next to each other and not having them separately. Cooking yourself is something where you can save lots of money while on the road compared to going out for every meal. That's where it gets much more expensive. Especially now that we're going further north to more expensive countries, this will make a huge difference. Even though we're not very happy about our kitchen system, we're for sure very happy about our fridge. It's just 18 liters, so probably one of the smallest one you can get, but it's enough. We keep stuff for 5, 6, 7 days in it. And we're also happy about its position. It's easily accessible from the outside when we're cooking. It's easily accessible from the inside if we're just sitting in the bed in the evening and we want to snack something.
The third piece of equipment in our setup that we didn't use as much as we expected is the heating system. We have a gasoline heater. It works really well. It's just we've used it way less than we thought. We still wouldn't do away with it, just like we wouldn't do away with the shower system, because it's very nice when you're in Patagonia and it's windy or very humid, in any case very cold, and you can turn this on and basically heat and also dry the air inside the Papero. This is, again, not really something we would eliminate or upgrade. It's not like the kitchen system. We would keep it this way. Definitely takes some space and it weighs something, but still we think the few times that we've turned it on, it was very useful.
That's it.
If you like this tour, like this video, drop us a comment. If you haven't already, subscribe, give us feedback, and we'll see you in the next one.